Hello everyone and welcome to this 25-minute stretching routine for the splits. This routine is in correlation with the Worldwide Splitters Network on Facebook. This routine has been designed to help those who are competing in the 60-day splits challenge, although it can be used by anyone who's just wanting to learn the splits. You want to start off your routine by just doing a few minutes of warm-up, starting with 60 seconds of jumping jacks just to get your blood flowing. Then you want to do some of these high leap kicks. These are really good just to get your blood flowing and to stretch out your legs a little bit, remembering to move your arms as well. Then you want to do these hand kicks for about 60 seconds, once again just to get your blood flowing and to warm you up a little bit, and then to do some alternative jumps for about 60 seconds too, remembering to move your arms as well as your legs. Then we want to do a few neck stretches. First we'll stretch to the left, holding for about 10 seconds, and then stretch to the right, holding for another 10 seconds. Then we'll do some neck stretches again, leaning back, holding for 10 seconds, and then leaning forward and repeating for 10 seconds. Then we'll do some neck rolls in a circular motion, and we'll do this a couple of times on each side. And then we'll repeat the first ones again for about 10 seconds. Then we do some arm rolls for about 30 seconds, speeding up as the seconds go on. I start with backwards rolls and then we'll go to forward rolls. Then we want to do some more arm stretches, holding each pose for about 10 seconds. Then we want to do some quad stretches, holding these lightly until you feel a slight amount of pain. Hold for 15 seconds and then go down and hold for a further 15 seconds. With this point, it's good to keep your foot flexed and your knees straight. Repeating on the other side, standing up nice and straight, keeping your back straight, pulling until you feel a slight bit of pain in your thighs, and then leaning down once again. If you're capable of touching the floor, do so. If not, just go down as low as you can, making sure to keep your knees straight and your foot flexed. And we do these stretch ups for about 10 seconds, and then we'll go down and hold a 30-second standing pike. Remembering to keep your legs straight. If you're capable of touching the floor, do so. If not, just go until you feel a slight amount of pain and hold for 30 seconds. Then we do some floor stretches. Straddle stretches are brilliant for the splits. First I straddle down to the centre. It's really important to make sure it's your chest touching the floor rather than your head. And if you're slightly more advanced, try and keep your back nice and straight. Then we go down to one side, hold for about 30 seconds. And then we'll repeat on the other side, holding for about 30 seconds. Then I'll go down centre again. As you can see, I'm slightly lower than last time. Once again, keeping toes pointed and legs straight. It's good to repeat the straddle poses a few times, as these are really good for getting your splits. Then we'll do opposite arm to opposite knee. For this pose you can have toes flexed or toes straight. I personally find it a little more of a pull on my legs if I have my toes flexed. Once again, on the other side, you may also feel a slight bit of pain in your side near your ribs. Just hold this for 30 seconds and then you will go down straddle again. As you can see, my straddle centre is significantly better than last time. My back is nice and straight. My legs are straight and my toes are pointed. Now we do some pike stretches for 30 seconds, starting with toes pointed, knees nice and straight, holding as low as you can for as long as you can. Then we do it again with our feet flexed. This is a slightly more painful version, and you should probably feel this just under your legs, around your thigh area. We repeat the process again with our toes pointed. Just go down until you feel a small amount of pain and hold for 30 seconds. Then we do our butterfly stretch where we're aiming to get our knees low to the ground. Then we want to do our pancake stretch where we aim to get our head to touch our feet. Then we move on to the pigeon pose. If you're a more beginner, your front foot would be closer to your back thigh, whereas if you're a slightly more advanced, your front leg would be more vertical to your body. We start off by sitting upright and holding for about 30 seconds. Then we will lean forward and try to get our head to touch the floor, once again holding for 30 seconds, keeping our back straight. Then we want to come up again into an upright position and then hold onto our back leg and pull it. We should feel this pull in our back thigh. This is a slightly more advanced move, but it's very good to do in preparation for the splits, holding for 30 seconds if possible. Then we will turn around and we will do it on the other side. Starting in an upright position and holding for 30 seconds, and then we will lean down to the floor. As you can see, my front leg is slightly further away from my thigh, but if you are more of a beginner, your front foot could be closer to your back thigh. Then we would once again grab our back leg and hold for a further 30 seconds. Finish off by doing it upright. Now we will do our lunges into splits. Start off by doing a slightly higher lunge, making sure that your knee does not go past your front foot. Hold this for a few seconds, and then we will lean forward, keeping our legs straight, and holding this position for a further 15 seconds. Then we will move our front foot forward and do a deeper lunge. We should feel a slight bit of pain in our thighs here, and we would hold this for 15 to 30 seconds. And then once again we would lean forward, straightening out our front leg and holding for about 15 to 30 seconds. Then our front foot would go forward and we will go into an even deeper lunge, and as you can see now, my lunge is getting so deep that I'm actually just going naturally into the splits. Hold the deeper lunge as long as you can, for as long as possible, but keeping both hands side of your hips and keeping your back up nice and straight. Then I like to hold my splits for as long as I can. If you can't go all the way down, that is absolutely fine. It's just important to hold the splits as low as you can go for as long as possible. In this position, if you're in a lot of pain, try to go a little bit higher until you just feel a slight amount of pain, and then hold that slight amount of pain for as long as you can. It's a good idea to breathe through the pain, making sure that you listen to your body. If you are in a position where you can do the splits and hold them for a while, it's a good idea to practice this squaring technique, where you would put your left arm on your right leg and your right arm on your left leg. This is good to square your hips. If you're not capable of doing this, it is just a good idea to keep both arms at the side of your hips, which will help keep your hips nice and central on your back, sat up nice and straight. If you're a little more advanced, it's a good idea to lean forward like this to get this extra stretch. And if you are slightly more advanced, it is a good idea to lift the back leg like so and hold for about 30 seconds. You should feel this pull in your back thigh. Once again, you would repeat the entire process on the other side, holding each move for as many seconds as possible, holding until you just feel a slight amount of pain, breathing slowly through the pain, and listening to your body the entire time, making sure you don't overdo any stretches, and you're just holding until you feel a small amount of pain. Once again, practice squaring up your hips. Try and hold the position as long as you can. I try to hold my splits for 2 to 3 minutes. If you are slightly more advanced, it's a good idea to practice your over splits, trying to make sure you keep your hips nice and straight and aligned. First, I'll do some box splits preparation. For this move, I try to hold it for about 40 to 60 seconds. I will attempt my box splits, holding for about 60 seconds. I will first start with my toes facing upwards so that my knees are facing up, and then I will have my knees facing inwards with my toes facing end here. I try to hold this for about 60 seconds, and then I'll do it against a wall as I feel this keeps me more aligned and straight. I like to do it the opposite way against the wall so that my legs are keeping pressured, pushing myself against the wall. And then I will do this other preparation move where I'm doing the box splits laid on my back. Now I will attempt the box splits a final time, once again holding for as many seconds as I can. I try to aim for 60 seconds, and as you can see this time I am significantly lower than I was last time. I hope you enjoyed this routine on how to do the splits. If you have any questions regarding any of the moves, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment box and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If there are any moves in this routine that you're a little unsure about, let me know. I might be able to make another video specific to your needs. If there's anything else that you need help with stretching wise, please leave a comment and I'll see what I can do. Thank you very much for watching. I make videos every Wednesday and Friday, so please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much. Bye!